Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today we'll be discussing about 3D printed prosthetics and organs. So, today I'll be talking about how 3D printing came to be, briefly explain how this technology works, talk about the unlimited amount of benefits it has, and also talk about why it isn't as popular as you may believe. So, let me start off with how this technology came about. In the early 1990s, 3D printing started to create and become in its form. The problem was at that time, many people didn't see the real life applications and they thought it was fake and couldn't actually help anyone. It wasn't until about 2004 when a viral video went out that caught the eyes of the general public and scientists, but it also caught the attention of business investors. They saw that this technology could actually have a huge impact in the society. With the help of those business investors, they started to invest more money, and this technology started to gain more popularity. And then in 2008, scientists saw that this technology could be used to 3D print organs. These organs could help minimize the risk of rejection, save money, and save time, which means that they would save more lives. And at the same time, governments started to see the possibility of 3D printing. They saw that 3D printing could help unite the world. This right here is a 3D printer. Now, I will briefly explain how this technology works. A 3D printer, as you saw, may seem very sci-fi-like from a movie or so, but in reality, it is quite very simple. The first requirement in 3D printing an object is to create a blueprint. It's not actually a hard copy or physical copy. Instead, it is a virtual copy. You use a software program such as Blender or Unity. In that object, you make an exact replica of what you want, down to the millimeter. It is then transferred to a 3D printer, as you saw. The 3D printer is then injected with either a carbon fiber or a biomaterial or whatever you wish to print it with. It then starts printing out your object that you used and created a blueprint with. The thing is, it creates it by printing it one layer at a time. Each layer is 0.1 millimeters thick. You may think that means if I'm trying to print something that's like 50 centimeters big, it would take forever. But in reality, it actually moves very fast and saves a lot of time. It is much more efficient and faster than commercially produced objects. Now, I'll be discussing the benefits of 3D printing. The biggest and main benefit of 3D printing is that it reduces the production cost by almost 50%. That is a huge amount. For whether it's a small business or a big business, it saves a lot of money. But it also saves money for the customer. Let's say somebody's trying to get a kidney transplant, the simplest type of transplant that it is. It costs approximately $262,000, including the purchase of the kidney, the surgery, the rehab, and the medication required. But with a 3D printed kidney, it all goes down to $162,000. You save almost $100,000. All that money can be used to getting a further education or being used to pay house loans. For somebody that's in a low income class family, that is a lot of money that they don't have to give away to the hospital, but instead can be used in themselves. A second benefit is that this technology saves time. Whether you're trying to 3D print a prosthetic leg or you're trying to 3D print an organ, a 3D printed kidney can take anywhere from 4 days to 6 days in order to be printed. 20 hours are used in order to make the blueprint, and the rest of the time is used to print the material itself. Waiting for a kidney can take anywhere from 6 weeks to over a year. That is a huge time frame, and that means more money is used to dialysis, which means that there's more of a medical debt. If you're trying to get a prosthetic leg, for example, it can take anywhere from 3 weeks to 3 months. A 3D printed prosthetic can take approximately 6 to 7 business days. That is a lot of time that you're saving, whether it's for a prosthetic leg or for a kidney. And the biggest and most important benefit that there is, to me at least, is that this technology can be used to help reduce our carbon footprint. Currently, we use so much oil, so much coal in order to mass produce products such as a prosthetic leg or transporting organs such as kidneys. Having a 3D printer, as you saw, means that it could be done in one location and save so much coal, so much oil, lowering our carbon footprint. Now, you may be wondering why this technology is not as popular as you think. Well, the thing is, this technology has two drawbacks. The first drawback is that this technology, the materials used in it, the carbon fibers or the biomaterials, they're a bit expensive. Since there's not a high demand for it, there's a huge price for it. But the thing is, with the help of you, by promoting this technology through social media and the word of mouth, more people will see and start buying 3D printers and using them. This will increase demand and also lower the amount of price that there is. The second reason is that some people are just afraid of change. People, of course, are sometimes just afraid of change. They know that this technology exists, but they're just afraid to try it because nobody else before them has tried it. But with the help of all of you, if we start promoting this technology, start spreading it by the word of mouth, and showing that this technology has so much benefits, people will start trying it and start using it because it has so many benefits. It saves time, it saves money, lowers carbon footprint, and so many more. Those are just 3 of the countless other benefits that it has. So, as we discussed, that 3D printing can not only help with saving time, saving money, and lowering our carbon footprint, it has 100 other benefits at the same time. The thing is, we need to get more people involved in this. With the help of all of you, by gaining more popularity in this technology, by spreading it by the word of mouth, by promoting it on social media, you will start to see a trend and a rise in popularity in 3D printing. That will not only help increase popularity, but also reduce the price needed in order to produce it. This is going to be a win-win. Everybody will benefit from it. And eventually you will see that this technology can be used throughout the entire world and help unite us. Instead of fighting for resources, we will just have the resources and we'll be able to print it and help each other with it at the same time. Thank you for listening.